Have you ever struggled with your phone addiction and tried to detox from it, but after you detox from your phone, you still have the need to check on your phone? But what if I told you all you have to do is just use your phone properly to remove this addiction? So you better watch this video until the end, because in this video, I'm going to show you how to remove your phone addiction by using your phone properly. The first thing to remove this addiction by using your phone properly is basically you should never touch your phone in the morning, which is obvious. Personally, I did struggle from this. Whenever I don't want to touch my phone in the morning, I still have the need to touch my phone. So in order to remove this addiction and remove this habit is by basically just put your phone there somewhere away from you as possible, that's somewhere far and inconvenient for you to grab it. Now after you put your phone away from you as possible and somewhere that is inconvenient for you to grab it, you should never set your phone as an alarm clock. Instead, you should use your alarm clock or your smartwatch or watch as an alarm clock. Personally, I use my smartwatch as an alarm clock to remove my motivation and desire to check my phone whenever I wake up in the morning. Instead of waking up in the morning just to check on your phone, do these activities instead, such as exercising, reading a book, and writing down the things that you're grateful for today. When you're reading a book and exercising, just don't spend too much time on these two things in the morning. Just spend around like 5 minutes so you won't waste too much time in the morning. Once you have done that, you will feel more focused and fresh to start your day. And more importantly, you won't feel regret by checking on your phone and spending the majority of your time in the morning watching unnecessary content or videos that distracts you. After you put your phone away from you as possible and you get into the habit of not checking your phone when you wake up in the morning, you need to know how much time you should spend on your phone on each specific apps that you use. In order to limit the amount of time I've spent on my phone, I use an app called an app blocker, which is basically an app that completely blocks out any app that I've set a timer on. So I set an app blocker on any app that I spend too much time on my phone. In that case, I only use my phone just to set up important events on my calendar, call my friends and family, and to watch educational and informative content on social media. When you're using an app blocker, just make sure that you use the app blocker on the apps that addict you the most, such as social media apps like Instagram, Facebook, and the rest of the apps that addicts you on your phone. Just don't use the app blocker on the apps that you need the most. Like, you don't want to be spent around like 5 or 10 or maybe 20 minutes just to call your mom, your dad, or your friends, especially when you're abroad like me, when you're studying abroad. If you want more videos about breaking your phone addiction, then leave a like and subscribe so you won't miss an upload. When it comes to using your phone properly, you need to have a mindful phone usage. You can start doing this by limiting the amount of time you should spend on social media, or you can use a app blocker to limit the amount of time you spend on social media if you have a Samsung phone like me. And you can start using your phone for necessary purposes such as calling or texting your friends and family, or setting up an important event on your calendar app. When you use an app blocker or any other app that will block you from any apps that addicts you on your phone, you will have the less motivation and desire to check on your phone, because you can only use your phone for necessary purposes only. Since you have limited amount of time you can spend on social media, you can either use it for entertainment purposes or for education purposes. When I have my app blocker on to limit the amount of time I can spend on social media, I use it to watch educational and informative content, and sometimes I use to check on my friends on what's happening on their life, which is quite normal. I know, I understand, it's quite normal, and it can happen to anyone sometimes. Once you've done all of these things, you will feel more focused and less distracted and productive to start your day, since you have no desire and motivation to check on your phone. And more importantly, you won't have to detox from your phone to remove this addiction. If you still have the need to check your phone frequently, then I believe that this video right here is for you, because this video will show you how to remove your phone addiction by using your smartwatch.